Today is July 26th, 2018, and this is your daily Half-Life 3 update. There is no news about Half-Life 3. I was thinking about something interesting about movies within movies. We see that sometimes. But one interesting case of movies within movies that kind of creates like this never-ending cycle is the Scream franchise. Because you start off with the first Scream movie, but then when you go on to Scream 2, the movie opens up with the movie Stab, which is a fictionalized movie within the Scream world that tells the events of the first Scream. So now we have Scream, and we have Scream 2, which is about Stab, which is about Scream. And so, after the events of Scream 2, they make a Stab 2, which is about Scream 2. But if you think about it, Stab 2 would need its own fictionalized movie within that to tell. The opening of Stab 2 would be another movie being made about Stab 1. We could call this Slash, for example. Whatever it would end up being. It would maybe just be called Stab in Stab 2. Because these are supposed to be the real world, the Stab movies are supposed to be the Scream universe retelling of the Scream events. The name Scream doesn't actually exist within the Scream universe, so it would maybe Stab 2 would be referencing itself by having these people watch Stab 1, which could be interesting. But then things get even more complicated when you start looking at Scream 3. Scream 3 is about the filming of Stab 3, which filming never ends up happening because, spoiler alert, most of the cast die. But we find out in Scream 4 that Stab 3 does get made based on the events of Scream 3. So Stab 3 would be about the filming of Stab 3 and Stab 3 actors dying. So they would basically have actors portraying characters that exist within their own movie franchise. And then also their own movies exist within each other. Because as we also see in Scream 4, the opening of Stab 7 involves characters watching the opening of Stab 6. And this would only further complicate things when they would eventually make Stab 8, which would be about Scream 4. And the Scream TV show doesn't matter at all. And that has been your daily Half-Life 3 update for July 26th, 2018.